Hi, my name is Emily and today I'm back with another video to continue on in this series to help prepare you for your final exams this semester. Today I have a little bit more of a quick flow and hopefully by the end of it you'll feel a little bit more clear and focused and ready to get back to it. So without further ado, let's start seated on our mat. I also wanted to mention, if you prefer to do yoga with music, I have a playlist linked below. Feel free to use it however you'd like. So seated in a comfortable position on your mat, whether that's cross-legged, maybe seated on top of your ankles, whatever you prefer. Resting your hands on top of your knees and letting your eyes fall to a close. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then let it go. And feeling your spine lifted and strong, the crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling, relaxing through the legs, the sits bones, the belly, the chest and your arms, your neck, and your face. And just taking a moment to ground yourself before we start moving. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale, let it all go. And letting your eyes flutter open, meeting me in Goddess. So your elbows are coming directly in line with your shoulders. Your fingertips are reaching energetically towards the ceiling. On our inhale, we stretch the elbows back, stretching the chest forward, and then exhale, arching the back, bringing the elbows to touch, hands touch. Inhale, chest extends, front of the body stretches, and then exhale, bringing elbows to touch, stretching the back side of the body. Inhale, open wide, feeling biceps lengthen, belly lengthen. Exhale, contracting everything forward. Last deep inhale here, opening everything up. And then exhale, closing in, elbows come to touch. Letting your arms fall to your side. And then meet me in a comfortable tabletop position. So your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips, and your belly is pulling as hard as it can back towards your spine. A little bit of spinal strengthening here, lifting the right fingertips up, and then the left toes. Stretching in opposition, right fingertips reach towards the front of the mat, left towards the back. Holding here for 3, 2, 1, placing everything back down on the mat. Left side, here we go. Left fingertips stretch forward, right toes towards the back, feeling engaged throughout the core. Holding here for 3, 2, 1, nice work. Tucking the toes, and then sending the hips back into downward facing dog. Take any adjustments you may need, maybe walking the hands a little bit forward. And once you're there, bending the right knee, and then the left, walking your dog. Inhale, rise high on your toes, look forward. And then exhale, bending into bear. Your knees bending, your chest sends back towards your thighs. Exhale, plank, extending the head towards the front of the mat. Exhale, bear, chest to thighs. And then downward facing dog. 3 more just like that, bear, chest to thighs. Inhale, plank, core lights up. Exhale, bear, down dog. Bear, plank, bear, down dog. Nice work. Inhale, rise high on the toes. Looking forward 8 to 10 tiny steps until your toes meet your wrists. Halfway lift, crown of the head reaches. And then exhale, forward fold. Standing up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tadasana, rooting to rise, arms rise up, overhead, gaze goes up. And then exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. Inhale, rising your prayer up towards the sky. And then exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping towards the back of your mat, high plank with the right toes. Meet with the left. Chaturanga or modified chaturanga with the knees down, lowering your chest all the way down to the mat. Once you're there, untuck the toes, cobra, using your hands to help lift your chest open towards the front of the mat. Your back muscles are engaging, turning on. Exhale, let everything go down to the mat. Tuck the toes, pressing up into tabletop position, and then sending the hips back, downward facing dog. Sun salutation A once more, just like that. Inhale, rise high in the toes, look forward. Stepping, walking, or floating forward, meet me at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, crown of the head reaches. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to standing Tadasana, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer at chest. Inhale, rise high. And then exhale, forward fold. Once you're forward folded, opening your toes and heels to about hips width distance apart. Placing your left fingertips in front of your face, gentle stretch here. Opening up, right fingertips towards the ceiling, bending the left knee to help deepen that stretch. Inhale to open, and then exhale, bringing everything back towards the center. Same thing on the left side. Left fingertips rise up, gentle twist. On your exhale, bringing both arms down to the mat. Wiggling your toes to touch, but leaving a little bit of space in between the heels. Chair. Sitting your hips back. Biceps come right near the ears. Your fingertips are stretching energetically towards the front of the room. Placing all of your weight into your heels and squeezing your knees together. Holding here. Take one deep breath in, into your belly. And then on your exhale, release, forward fold. Chest comes to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back into high plank with the left toes. And then with the right. Chaturanga, lowering your chest all the way down to your mat. And once you're there, cobra once more. Opening the chest towards the front of the room. And then exhale, bring it back down. Tuck the toes, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Checking in with your pattern of breath. On your next inhale, your right toes rise high to the sky, 3-point. Exhale, warrior one. On the right, hand comes in between, foot comes in between hands. Hands rise high, arms near ears, making sure that your shoulders are pressed firmly down into your back. On our inhale, we lengthen the front knee, and then exhale, bend, goddessing the arms. Inhale, lengthen everything up, and then bend. Inhale, lengthen for 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Once you're bent, opening up into warrior two on the right. Making sure your back foot is parallel with the back of the mat. On our inhale, we stretch the front fingertips up and over towards the back of the room. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel both hands back down towards the mat. Stepping back into your high plank. Chaturanga, lower chest to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog this time. Pressing firmly through your hands to open throughout the front side of the body. And then exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Same thing on the left, here we go. Left toes rise, 3-point. Exhale, warrior one, bringing your knee into your nose, placing your foot in between your hands. Spiraling with the back foot, 45-degree angle. Pressing firmly into all corners of both feet. On our inhale, we lengthen the front knee, and then exhale, bending the arms into goddess. Inhale, lengthen, bend. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, bend, pulling the belly button back to the spine for 2, 1. And once you're back, opening up into warrior 2 on the left, making sure your feet are in the correct position. Your back foot is parallel with the back of the mat and your front foot is facing towards the front. On our inhale, we reach the fingertips up and over, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel both hands back down to the mat. Step back into high plank, chaturanga, lowering on a count of 3. Chest to the mat. 2, 1. Nice work. Dropping everything down. Letting your arms fall by your sides, your forehead places directly in front of you, down on your mat. Maybe wiggling your hips left and right. And joining for a couple rounds of Salavasana, which is locust pose. Our final version of a back bend here. Just taking a moment to gather your breathing, making sure that it's long and strong rather than short and sporadic. And when you're ready, take a deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, lifting chest, arms, legs, quads, everything up off the mat. Your gaze comes forward, using those back muscles to hold everything up, stretching the fingertips towards the back of the mat for 3, 2, 1. Nice work, letting everything go, resting the right ear down on the mat, and bending your knees in windshield wiper-like movements. Wow, words are a little bit difficult after that. Just letting your knees, your feet rock side to side. And dropping the legs back down to the mat. And bring your forehead directly in front of you. Inhale deeply into the belly. And on the exhale, lifting up once more, Salavasana. This time bringing your arms to goddess. Inhale, extending the arms in front of you, and then exhale, pulling those elbows back towards your side as much as you can, holding here for 3, lifting a little bit higher for 2, 1. Let everything fall back down to the mat. Left ear this time places down on the mat, bending the knees up, and then swaying the ankles side to side, releasing any tension that's built up in that lower back. And then placing both legs back down onto the mat. Last Salabhasana here. Deep inhale through the nose. And on the exhale, lifting everything up, extending both arms in front of you this time, palms down towards the mat. Actually, scratch that, palms down, palms facing inwards towards each other. Inhale, lifting up a little bit higher, feeling the glutes engage, everything for 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. Dropping everything back down towards the mat. Tuck the toes. Sending the hips back for a well-deserved wide leg child's pose. And coming back to your breath. Letting your shoulders relax, your arms relax, letting all the tension in your lower back just melt away. On your next inhale, rising up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed or downcast. As always, I encourage you to stay in any expression, whether it's child's pose or a form of a meditative seat, or shavasana on your back, on your mat for however long you wish. But for now, if you'd like to come out of your practice with me, meet me in a comfortable seated position. One last deep cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale, let it all go. And bringing your hands to heart center in prayer, thanking yourself for allowing some movement, some fluidity to enter your day. And bringing your thumbs to your third eye, we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed and have a great rest of your day or evening, whenever you decide to take this class. Bye.